Uduka Ude, the CEO and MD of Export and Sell Limited, is here. He's here to tell us about something, Export to Wealth Conference 2024. It's taking place on March 6th and 7th at the Oriental Hotel in Lagos. So please help us make welcome Mr. Uduka.
Thank you all. Thank you all. It's a pleasure.
How do you feel?
Oh man, I feel excited. You know, it's not every time you get the opportunity to be in with such grand ladies.
And we always say blessed and thou amongst women.
I know. I am blessed.
Yes, the blessings here and
I know.
Campus, you are blessed.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. The first question that would come to my mind would be that, number one, Export and Sell Limited is very catchy.
Sure.
I think that was smart. Export and sell. We are saying export and sell, but on the streets it will be export and sell. Export and sell. So how do you, I know finding, how would I say, customers or buyers abroad can be challenging.
Yes.
How do you navigate that?
So that is probably the biggest problem most Nigerian businesses have, right? How do I find buyers? And it's very easy. You see, over the years, you know, we've dealt with businesses here as well as businesses there. And one of the things we noticed that Nigerian businesses were making the error was they were not positioning their product for the market that they were selling.
Outside.
What works here will not work there, right? And that is the first thing we do. We take businesses through what we call a profitability analysis to first of all make sure they are exporting the right product in the first place. You know, you can't be exporting Gary when your audience is looking for cassava flour. You know, there are differences. And those are the things that we do. You have to revamp your product, the packaging, the labeling, the branding. It must meet the requirements.
Right.
And once you do that, you're good to go.
Yeah, we're talking about positioning and the right market now. If we're talking about putting people's or sellers' market now on Amazon, that sounds like a dream for a lot of people. It can only be imagined for a lot of people. But I think the best way to find out is how can Export and Sell help make this dream a reality for a lot of sellers?
That's something that, you know, a lot of people don't know about. I think sometime last year or just before last year, Amazon opened up their platform to virtually the whole Nigerian. So a Nigerian business can register on Amazon and sell just by submitting their Nigerian CAC documents, right? But the challenge now is there's a lot of other challenges. How do I get my product in the US so that as as it is running out on Amazon, I'm able to deliver it? And that's where we come in. You know, we have the logistics, we have warehouses in Houston and Atlanta, and from there we can always move your products. And we have a team of e-commerce specialists led by, you know, ladies like you too. I mean, women are doing so great.
Thank you for giving us our flowers.
You need to see our e-commerce team, a bunch of, I think there are about 8 ladies with 2 guys, and they do amazing things. You know,
honestly,
Amazon analysis, many things.
Are you employing, sir? That's the way you sold them. I just wanted to be like, I want to jump on the train. I want to be part of it. All right, like I do a little bit of buying and selling myself. I have a business that sells spices, ginger, spice, like garlic and everything.
Are you kidding?
Totally unkidding.
Are they on Amazon? Are they in African stores in the US?
Because I met you, sir.
Oh my God.
I think that maybe both of you can just step aside and discuss this.
You know, there's a lady that does, you know, elderly lady about 70, she joined our system, and in 4 months, she went from $0 to $60,000 a month.
Sir, let me ask you the next question. Because the next question is very particular to me.
Yes.
You just said. But I know that some of the challenges that people like me that are just starting their businesses at the beginning are things like licenses, certifications, you know, for SMEs. Like me, I've just started my business like December, and I'm still trying to drum up business to be able to do all this. And I know how challenging it is for people in the SME space to be able to get licenses, certifications, you know, all these things that are necessary. Because when we talk exports, it's not just that. There are standards. There are things that you need to meet. So do you help?
So you see, a lot of times, these things are easy. The challenges most SMEs have had in this space is that you have so many people out there on Instagram, on you know, Facebook, teaching people the wrong way. You know, you have I call them theoretical exporters. You know, you have people who, they don't even have a team, they don't have anything, and then they try to make the whole thing complex. If you are in spices now, to sell to the US or Canada, you need to have an FDA food facility registration. We can get that for you in 3 days. right? It's not that complex, right? So a lot of people will come. I was at an event organized by NEPC, and the speaker before me gave this presentation on how to get a food facility registration. And he made it seem like you have to, virtually give your unborn child, before you get it. I was looking at it and I'm like, this is something we do for people every single day, right? So the process is quite easy, and we have a team, we have people that do all that. We have an export team in the USA that, they will take your product and physically take it to various stores until they accept it. So we do a lot for businesses.
Okay, so let's talk about shipping logistics.
Yes.
Because that can make or break a business. I mean, shipping is very expensive, and with the way the dollar is going up and down, to ship one item, you'll be hearing like 30,000 naira. So now my question would be, how can exporters find, an affordable means to
The reason why you have that is because Nigerian exporters, they follow a process I call passive exporting, right? And when I say passive, you wait until you get somebody that says, oh, send me these items, before you now rush to DHL, FedEx, or UPS, and then you give it to them. Now, the process we use is what we call active export. An active exporter, from our perspective, is one who has their products already there, and these products are selling even while you sleep. So how do we do it? We use ocean. Right? You send in larger quantities. That drops your shipping cost from, say, $100 to about $10, $20, because you are using ocean. 90% of the world's commerce goes through ocean. Now, when those pallets get to the US warehouse, you have a system that we give you access to where you are able to log in and see all your items. And as you have buyers, you just click a button, and those, our warehouse team, oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
No,
and our warehouse team would dispatch those products to them. So where you were spending, say, $10 to ship, you end up saving about 60%. So that's a huge amount. And then your customers get it quicker, faster, because the products are there in the USA, just going to them.
As I'm hearing you talk, I'm realizing that it's quite sad that a lot of people do not understand or do not know that these kind of things exist. You're talking about making things faster. Someone was talking about giving an arm and a leg just to get some things work. And there are people out there who need these things. So I think my question is going to be two in one. The first one is, how well do people know about this? What are the measures to make people more aware of this? And then secondly, there are people out there whose problem is not even getting it on Amazon. Or no, I wouldn't say not getting on Amazon. I'll say not being able to get it on Amazon, because their major problem is financial. They don't have the money to do it. They don't have the financial resources. So if we're talking about support, is financial support a part of the services that you offer? How do you do that? And how do you pass this message across to people? Because again, it's important to make people know that this exists. I might be in need of something and my neighbor has it, but if I don't know that my neighbor has it, I will still keep looking for it. So what is
you ladies ask the most beautiful questions.
Oh my God. Can we talk?
Of any interview I've been on, So number one is, we have an event, Export to Wealth Conference, holding at Oriental Hotel. So anybody who is a business, you have a product you sell locally, 6th and 7th of March, make sure you are there. You can register exportandsell.com/event. Now, the second question about financial support. And again, anybody who is serious about export, you're going to need financial support. We have people who start today and they can't even meet the demand, right? How do you do it? We've partnered with Sterling Bank on this venture. Sterling Bank and their whole team, they are going to be there at the Oriental Hotel, 6th and 7th, and they will be there. They are offering a special offer. It's about 9% interest rate. To help finance your business. 9% is CBN. If you go to CBN to get a loan, you can't even get it at 9%. So this is a special facility they have out there for businesses, and you'll be able to sit and talk with they're going to be a whole team of people
that's quite exciting for me, because when you started talking about your events, I said 6th and 7th of March, it's happening. So, and it's a 2-day event.
2-day
So that means it's going to be power-packed.
It is power-packed.
Can you just give a snippet of what people will be expecting?
Over 1,000 businesses so far have registered for this event. I'm going to be speaking, for most of it, sharing. I've been in the logistics business for over 15 years now. We've done millions of shipments, in and out of the U.S. And I will be sharing all the knowledge, all the things, the practical aspect that we have seen that works, right? And then I have my team. We're going to have over 100 of our staff. We have over 50 salespeople who are export specialists. We've taken time to train these people. They can take a look at your product, analyze it, tell you this is how much this is going to sell on Amazon, in African store, direct to diaspora, different retail stores. And then they give you what we call a profitability analysis, help you determine your base minimum price so that you know how to price it for the international market.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
They will all be there.
Thank you so much for sharing this valuable information.
Please, can I follow